Good morning, Australia. Good evening, folks. It's 18:59, just about 7 o'clock at night on the 30th day, first month at 2023. Hey, I thought I would do a Chemrise show because I very often I find sunrises and sunsets. I'm almost always on here if I'm home. Watching the layering of the clouds going into the distance. Right here, I'm at Mackay Airport, looking east. And my goodness, so you can see where the sun is rising over here, right? But you can see all the different layers marching into the distance, like the squares here, and then here with the curls. That's on one deck. These are behind the other. It's not like all one. This is what I call not a beautiful sunrise. Now look at the volatility here in the corner, hanging down on this low deck. You're gonna have some storms. That's telling me straight off. Looking out to sea toward the sunrise. That could even still be over land. A lot of tendrils. And again, you could have a lot of that look there going on here. That's not necessarily a wall cloud with tornadoes or anything. You could just have that going on. A lot of vortices in the top here, in the pausal layers between the gaps here and the what's going on in the cake in the atmosphere. You still see a lot of stars in the sky. Hey, people, you can see it upside down Orion here. Look. Go look. You can look at the stars out west at night, you know. On a clear night out west, some of these cameras are absolutely beautiful to behold. If it wasn't raining, I'll show you. As you look through the night, you'll watch the stars go by on some of these cameras. Uh-huh. That dingus. Yeah, that's one of those new clouds that's going to piss it down on you. Mr. Happy. Mr. Happy Cloud. Look at the stars. See them all up there? Recognize any of them there for northern hemispherical people? Or northern quadrant of the flat? The sock is flat, so there's no wind out here tonight. When we look at these things, there's a lot of light pollution underlying that cloud, or she just lit up a hell of a lightning blast. The fact there's still always light there, I would say it's pollution. Your morning sunrise is you get 31 degrees, it says. And you got a lot of heavy chem. You got some EMF signatures up here, which will, if I look from above, which I most likely will do, and I'll load that straight up as I go. There's a lot of chem bound signatures here in this deck. See the squares? See the pie? The pizza slice in the sky. The frazzle drip color of it all. These will give really long shadows as well, way into the distance, like coming this way. So you might see some weirdnesses as I look at cameras out with. We got the Pinocchio. That must be when I'm lying about a new cloud. Anyways, this is your sunrise picture here. And so I'm going to zoom along the coast now, so I might even have some new imagery in yet. We don't quite have the sunrise shot here from Serena. And I'm going to zoom along today, and we're going to look at some of these. Rockhampton should be getting some sunrise over this mountain soon. So we'll go down here and see what we can find. Want that pretty. The Nobles. It's not so pretty up there, though. That's a shit show. We got something coming through Claremont. Looks like you got some storms coming through. Blowing sideways, that rain. Let's have a quick look at this storm front coming through Claremont. It looks like it could cause some dangerousness along the passage. You have to excuse me, somebody's messing in the closet, and it very often disrupts the internet. Alright, and if that occurs, there might be swearing involved. I wanted to see the levels here. She's ain't all overflowing. Because during one event, you was a meter over this flowing down. So that's all. It's all good. That looks a bit more like a lot of the aggregates gone from the last event. So I should replace that. Or maybe that was deposited. I need to go back and look at my imagery. That thing's blowing sideways a bit windy here. Look at that tree. Come on, use your clues. Tides goes in and out while looking at those cones. Oh, we watch these things. Tidal rivers. Right, you got some dangerous cells coming through there right now. Looks like they're dropping at about That's not too heavy. Heavy enough to cause some problem, but not so heavy to flash flood you. Just enough to wet everything. Got some big cells now starting to pop up here going to Turkey Beach, Agnes Waterway. So we will be watching them. See them, it's pretty stationary. What would you think that could be? A chem bomb, perhaps? 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 And he took a product and dropped. Could it be caused? Perhaps, perhaps, perhaps the milk was bad and you vomited after you drank it. Was it the cause? Perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. And chem bombs comes and then you get storms. Did they cause it? Perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. Bowen's. Remember Bowen's drugstore near where I used to grow up? So where exactly am I? Where's the contamination? We're here near Gladstone. The stoners of the gladnesses. So that means I'm down coast a little bit. There's my guy. Bristain. Maxwell. Alright, look at the bombs up here. Alright, we're going to look at the contamination of it all with the pizza slice going by here. Look, it's just a Harvard. It's aliens, man. Nope. The vag cloud. Big puff of the stink of it all. Ew, he said that my JJ stank. Yeah, they do if you don't wash them or you don't eat right. Hey, that's right, we have a stink too. We can make jokes about that. Stinking tea bags. It's all fair now? You joke about cutting them off and we'll joke about the stank. It's all fair. Don't go in the ocean. Yeah. Old type jokes. Alright, here we go. Going over the top of you right now is the biggest, nastiest looking mix of contamination you would never want over the top of the Great Barrier Reef to fall out. And it is. It's falling out. Not good. Not good at all. Get guy. Alright, let's look at this corridor now. The Mackay corridor. Right, here's Gladstone. This coast is hard for me to look at and read sometimes. That's right here. Harvey Bay's tip is here. See, I should put that here. Alright, here we are. Well, let's see what just went over. Wonk. So this should put us right on when that picture was taken. Right? We get a picture here? Right, let's look at Agnes Water. Right now, as of how many minutes ago? 6 minutes ago. Yeah, this should be all in this image. So this here is if you was standing at the beach, this is what you would see right now, but it would be in full color. This is very high up. This is below that. This is in the distance behind it, and it's a little bit lower. That bell end right there, the circumciso, the new bell end, the super sizo cloud, has a big, behind it has another type cloud. And this has actually got, this is a square, and that one's in front of that. So you got 1, 2, 3 clouds right there. You got a whiff of Chembombia there. Chemstraya. It's fantastic air over the reef. A Nazified bomb going off here. See the tendrils right here on the low deck? This up here is high, and you can see a tendril of bombs. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to try to find these things, or see if they're there. Come on, can't you do a little bit better with a power line than that? Or is that a high gain antenna? Ooh, antennas. There's another string of pearl bombs over there. Big old thick shit stripe of whatever the hell is that over in the distance spreading off like a square. So let's have a look and see if we can find any of these things. Boom. Something's coming up and jettisoning as it's going up. That'll build like a square tower looking thing. And then it'll lean. The leaning tower of chem bombs. Welcome to Chemstraya. It's been your whole life you wanted to come here. Okay, I said you was going to see a big square. Here she is. Right there. I think they should make some more noise upstairs. It's only when I start doing a video. I ain't kidding. This is no joke. Alright, as it cleared up, you see the bomb that went off here? Bundaberg, Gladstone, all this. Agnatius Waters here right at that point. I think I got it right. It's pointed right at you. Chem bomb. 10 minutes back, 10 minutes back, 10 minutes back. Remember I said I seen a string of bombs? There it is right there. Gotcha. Bust your balls right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Watch. Back. Gonna go forward 10. Or backwards. Now I'm gonna go forward 20. There's 10, 20. See the string of bombs right here? Said you could see them. See them in the distance. See these go off here? Said you seen that other arc? You see it in this other picture here. As I looked off in the distance, I could see them in this upper deck. Yeah, I could see the string of bombs right here. I could see a big squares. So I'd go look for these things. Now it's showing up on that image. Showing up on a satellite image. I'd say it's definitely a chem bomb deployment over here. Off of Agnes Waters. Holy chem bomb, Margaret, close the windows! Hey, Red, man, they sent you some flowers. Unfortunately, it's the flower of death looking. Something came along in a line here. You got some military stuff going on out here? Because it gave off this look. Like the stitches. Yeah, Karma Sutures. Bill Gates' logo. Yeah, because he funds the program. It shows up far too often. And we supposed to not be advertising in the skies. Can we use that law, please? If you're funding something, we see your logo in the sky. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's not the Batman signal. And even then, shine that in the sky, you see what happens. Be quicker, shine a picture of Jesus and for him to show up. Maybe we do better off. Last time Batman showed up, we all got locked down. You all still riddled that yet? Look at the chem bombs going off here. There's Brisbane. There's Fraser Island. And you're out here at sea. This is where the animals are. This is where they're migrating. This is where they're at. Underneath that chemtrail right over there. This big bloom of God only knows what exploded right there came ashore. Or came from ashore. Right here's it didn't exist. It was not there. Until this explosion went off. And within 4 hours, watch what this does. All right? Watch that. Just watch this spot. I'm going to move my cursor away. Watch this spot. Boom. Boom. Explosion after explosion. Look at the different payloads that went out in this one circular. Watch. Watch. Squatch. That shit. Watch it. Look at all the bombs going off in front of it. They rolled the void in front of it. Or is that David signing his name? You got a skywriter out here practicing? Because that's possible. They could have that going on too. But that's a chemical catalyst being deployed in the sky to make a smoke, which is leaving a trail, or otherwise known as a chemtrail. It's okay to say chemtrails. You're not a conspiracy theorist for being accurate. You're saying a chemical is leaving a trail of something in the sky. You're not. It's not a conspiracy to say you know about the periodic table and catalytic conditions and cloud creation and nucleation of condensates in these wonderful scientific terms that are factual. You know, they never go after my science. They just try to say stuff about my character, which is untrue. And well, see that chem bomb going off right there? They're gonna be fireworks. They had us all living in our PJs. Look at this shit going by out here. This is not a G-rated thing. I don't want your kids here. We're being killed. Alright, and if the gas chambers come to you, this is the ketchup cloud, isn't it? Everything should be going that direction. Now watch this one. This one is just is bent on getting into Australia. We'll call it the immigrant cloud. Oh, let me in. I want benefits. The only benefits you get here is repeatedly fucked and duped. And the dupe juice is coming for the Bruce. The Bruce juice. They're coming for this coastal road. You're going to have a lot of problems through here. And I'm not going to try to do too many I told you so's when I'm telling you I told you so. Look at the bomb on the low deck, Mr. Everything is microwaves. Look at the chemical catalyst being deployed here. Boom, boom, boom. That ain't a reflection of the stars that shine. That's for fucking sure. It's Heine shine. Your bomb. My Heine. Some people got a Heine chin. It looks like a bum. Kirk Douglas did. When he popped a black cat out of the center of it, I bet it amused him from time to time. Howdy ho. It's not my kind of smiley face. Bula Vanaka, you guys are going to have a problem. You get some chem bombs coming your way there, Fiji. It's bad enough to have them schmalatics going when you get a big clouds of vapors, gas coming over you, allowed by the government, who's also microwaving the storms over there. Let that clear up a minute. I want to see exactly what that was. Back and to the left. Back and to the left. So they program that in your head to keep looking at that. Don't look at the gun at Jackie O's hand. Back and to the left. What? Go look. Don't look at the gun in Jackie O's hand. Never look into the fact that Donald Trump reburied the Kennedy investigations until I'm lying since then. And that's been one of the greatest mysteries of my life because I was born just after it happened. A few months. Yep. It's not my birthday today, okay? But if you feel like acting like it, that's fine. I like some happiness. I'm just pointing at a bomb going off here. I want to watch what it does. 10 minutes later. 10 minutes later. It shot off another payload. It's got the V, so it's moving along. That plume is spreading out. The new one's starting. That one's done a big square. Remember they made a castle, the Men in High Castle. Oh, say, can you? One small dupe for man. One giant missing. Award for Kubrick. Boom, bada boom, boom, boom. Look at this shit. This is horrendous. That's all bombs. What, you got an aircraft carrier out here just having maneuvers? Somebody's going to the submarine races, steaming up the windows. Where's the fines when you need them? Hey, he's putting the thumb up something. I don't know. All I know is these chem-bams here are giving me the fucking finger right now. And I say fuck you to that program. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And definitely, fuck you, Mr. Kemba. So let's have some more look at some more sunrises. Yeah, a little refresh. Sometimes that brings new cameras up. All right, let's see who might have a sunrise to see this morning. I'm going to go right up here. See if we got any other. Oh, yes, we have lots of goodies to see. That's a bit glary. I wanted any square waveform. You could almost, if you knew the distance, if this one was behind that one and this is in front of that one, you would be able to measure the distance between those peaks and troughs and determine the frequency being run. Yeah, this would determine the square waveform. And very often at sunrise, I could look at the distance and calculate what the waveform is. By one beam, because that's definitely behind that one. See how it's cutting it off? So you would measure this. You'd measure it on looking at it. It's interesting. We got another one. See? I ain't going nowhere. Those clouds ain't going nowhere because it's a standing waveform. It'll stay like that all day, but it gets harder to see once the sun rises above that deck. Gets all glared out. Well, you ate a bit of rumblers last night, huh? None to see there, purple filter. What kind of bombs you got going on? Look at that one up there. Look. Got some bombs showing. And this here is just 29 degrees. And coming to you, this one is from North Cairns Airport. And this was a few hours, 2 hours ago, I think. And it is looking northwest from Cairns. There's the can of cans right there. If you have to go to the can. I mean, one day somebody will be sitting on there. Hey, stop it! And maybe his toilet roll will be up there. I digress. You see the bomb right here going off? The circle, boom, 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 went the plume up there in the sky. And that's what it would look like if you was on the ground looking. That's definitely a chem bomb. There's no doubt in my mind. And well, if it's only 2 hours ago, it should be on the feed. So we'll go up to do the can. Yeah, I'm going to need the help of the cities. We go. And let's see. Looking north and west. Oh, that's going to be hard to pick up out here. But it's just a flower death. There might be a bunch of them. Right about 2 hours ago. Right now it's that was 20 minutes. 30, 40, 50, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, looking northwest. Do we see a flower of death in the upper image? We fucking do right there. That's it. There's your bomb. See it? See the bomb? Right here. See the bomb? Right here. Won't take long. I went to the time. This is how I find correlations and proof. This is data. Here's your bombs, man. Ain't too hard to find. Cans. Find a place. Look in the direction they say. And it's vastly out to sea. I'm telling you, you can see great distances when it's very, very high up. Uh-huh. So that was that one. What we got going on here? We're looking at South Geraldton Airport. And this was 2 hours ago. There's some lights up there. Very cool looking. Would you have some rain come through? Somebody wipe that freaking camera, man. This shit's just horrendous. You can't see nothing. Except that chemtrail and chem bomb up there. That's too many hours to have data on. We got a mountain in the background. Is that somebody put their thumb in the air? Hey, I'm helping. There ain't not much else to see here. Road's looking alright. Beautiful to see those trees. Oh man, look at that. Aren't that pretty colors? Nice. Oh, it'd be nice to see a kangaroo out there or something. Let's have a look. Let's see what kind of animals visited here. Hey, we deserve this. Anything nice visit here? Let's have a moment of mother nature instead of motherfuckery. Anything visit out here? Sometimes you see their eyes glowing. You would think you'd want to lay on that grass, but they've got ants out there rip your new asshole if you did. You gotta be careful. You don't want to get bit one of them ants, man. Whoa! You get a piece of dirt on the screen. It's aliens, man! Don't show G into that. She'll say something weird. I say you get some like a spider came along, maybe made a web. I watch these cameras all the time. Anything else of interest to me here? Anybody ever wreck or anything? Do something stupid last night to roundabout? Oh, they blurred the curve. Look, nothing to see here. Ghost car. Nothing but a ghost car. Stain. Yeah, stain. Hey, Darwin, you should still be dark. Ooh, surprised. $15 ago. Nah, I ain't surprised. Some free firewood. You people, I ain't got no firewood. Go out, pick that shit up and bundle it up and sell it, man. It's just worth money. I want to look around. Smart. Brisbane's got loads of cameras. Get out of here. Alright, let's see what's going on in Brisbane. Brisbane! How you doing? Boy, look at the shit over the top of that. It's better coming down in curtains a bit. Look at the river. A lot of stains on the lenses causing little bubbles on the oil and stuff from the pollution on the film. No, these ain't plasma things. I say rubbish today. I say wipe the film that's over the front of the camera. And you talk about us wasting electricity. This some bitch just going on the whole time. It's probably like a big emitter. I always wondered that giant emitter, the whole city, man. You get a big. My goodness, if it takes that much to support it, I think it needs to go. What are they making here? Oh, a new bridge. Where's your black cube? Look at that big chemtrail that went over here. Look at that big rope. Bunch of crap over the whole city. Got a chem bomb right here. Just see it in a very high deck. Well, you ain't hiding this. But right now, you ain't even got no sunrise picture yet, man. Look at all the light pollution banging off the top of the cloud. Purple, man. Wow, that'll make people want to go shopping. Makes you want to jump in the water, look like a candy cane lake. The toxicity of our cities, the soaring eye. You want to fall in that? Hey, it's a big vex. They got an erection. Wonder what they're showing here. Sieg Heil! So a robot comes out. What? Yeah, it's Imagineering, folks. Don't be fearing everything up. Fear is the mind killer. Don't kill yourself. Hey, wipe this freaking lens. I think got traffic cameras to get you crystal clear. Eating a freaking sandwich while you're driving. You can't show me a goddamn decent road picture? Uncle no, Brisbane. Give that money back. At least think these people had some pride. Got a little bit of a wipe going on. I had more pixels on my Pocket 10. It had none. Remember the Pocket 10? What was your first camera? First one ever given to me was a Packet 10. And you had to pick what sticker you put on it. Yeah, man. I started mine with a fishing rod, ended up with a soccer ball. Yeah, I was on Team One Town Championship. I'm not a waste the clock at the end. I kicked that ball damn near to the highway, made him chase it. Yeah, I guess that's the end of the game, man. We win. When you kick the ball the 7 ways to hell and everybody runs over because you knew what to do, you know, it's always a good thing. It's the kid that don't know what to do. Oh, I got the ball now. What do I do? Leans over and picks it up with his hand because somebody in the stands blew a whistle. Look at that downpour here. That's why I came on this. We are at 31 degrees. We are at Kerrang, Southwest Cliff Harbors. 225 degrees. I imagine that's not the temperature. And if it was, we would call you Cooked Harbor. Instead, I'm going to call you Fried Harbor. Getting fried, Straya style. Look at the EMF lines hemming up the chem. Look at this big downpour over here, over the Tatachula Mountain over here, where the breasts are. They look like big breasts. And the pyramid right there. Huh? Go look. I've had a good look around this area. A lot of ant activity. Yeah, man. I'll see what your ant's asking for on those sites. No, I'm just joking. No, not. See the rain coming down as it moves along. The wind will carry it, and the storm moving means it's more straight here and curving. Man, there's some hellacious wind on flowing into this storm, and that's a belter. They would have put a bomb off and dropped all that at once. So there's your flash floodder right there, going on currently right now. That's showing you've got a lot of action this morning over this way, over near the waterfalls area. You poor folks. So we can get any more images this morning from there. Not really. Let's see what else we got. Sometimes they face the other direction too. This is from a minute ago. Oh my. Horrendous. But this has a filter on it. It gives more of a blue color, this particular camera sometimes. It's got some kind of adjustment on it. Chemi, bomb. They bombed you when you're sleeping, 'cause they know you're asleep. Bomb. They know you're not truly awake. You all that fake woke. Look at that bomb. Over here in the corner. Here's one right there. Chem bombs. There's many ways for them to find the guilt. And this is the guilt written all over the face of Mother Earth that they lie about. Oof, it's vomitational. That is not a beautiful sunrise. This is what it looks like when the gas chamber comes to you. Imminent disaster. It's already splashy out here. It's going to be splish splash, and the bath is coming to you. Oh my. That don't look very natural. That cube-looking thing there. Cylindrical-looking what in the hell. And that one right there. That's very squirtacular. Squirendous. Fucking hell, this is wicked sunrises this morning. Let's see the 8 minutes ago. Looking southeast, 135 degrees. So you can set a compass down and just look around here. This would be great for people with mobility issues. If you want to do some activism tracking, you can keep track of this stuff and then go find these things on the sat view and document it. Hold your phone up and say, look, it's here and then it's here. And make that correlation. These are those standing waveforms. So that's going to look very dramatic on the feed here in a few hours when I can roll a whole bunch of it at once. It's going to show up quite well. Actually, it should show up now. Let's have a look. Kreffensteins down the coast. Stars Harbor. Ooh, he went there. But some people should always be appreciated. Chemi, bomb. We love you, so we do. See it? Look at the flower of death. Here it is. I want to catch the standing waves. Right there, there. You're going to see a lane. There's your squares. There's your Mars bar. There's the explosion coming from it. See straight lines starting to appear through here? They'll keep appearing in the same place. It's just started to turn the microwave on too. Did your ears start ringing very suddenly or pop here at about 3 hours ago? As the waveform came over? As you can see right here, there's a standing cloud form where everything just keeps staying. Right? And they keep hitting bombs to propagate the waveform. Like those there. So you get microwaves making a plasma. And you gotta have chemical catalysts to keep propagating the plasma waveform. Because there's not enough wattage and stuff in the actual cables to do it itself without using a huge device. So this is how NexRads find it easier. Sax pointed that way. See the ripples? Those were bombs that did that. Mostly you used to think that was EMF. But what was the chemical catalyst that helped propagate the waveform? It was chem bombs over Chemstraya. You all enjoying this today? So let's read a few comments here. Good morning, Margaret Lloyd. I showed your area. Anything coming for the gem fields? What do Bill Gates, he sees there's money there, he's coming for it. You see that gleam in his eye? When his Novak's pure blood Fourth Reich, Industrial Revolution type talk was going on. Yeah, and good morning, Lisa Ford. So let's have a look at the gem field real quick. Gem fields. Be more specific with your thumb. Central Queensland gem fields. Well, being that you don't have a bunch of cameras there right now, no, it's dark. You got a lot coming there, my friend. I hadn't done the totals. Look, you want to see your totals? You're fucked. Have your gem fields. Oh man, yeah, you see it? Homer Simpson, that shit now. Dope. Is that beautiful? Hey, get a riptide. Watch it here. Watch the rip. Get a ripper. Just be very careful out there. Riptide here. You know, read a beach yet? Watch that. If you get caught one of them, you don't swim toward the shore. Swim sideways at an angle toward the shore. You'll get out of it. And don't get caught in a crunch zone. Otherwise, you numb nut yourself, and everybody gets very concerned to risk their lives trying to help you who numb nutted yourself. Come on, show me some more cameras than that. That's just bullshit. You can't even see the back of anybody's head in an head picture. What's up with it? There's a highway here. Highway here. Air weapons range. Hey, nothing to see here, folks. And why are you aiming it at the range? It's not very smart. What is back of somebody's head? Well, it's a nice surfing out there. Nothing to see here. Nothing down there. Right. Yeah, ba 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 ba. Alright, the creek looks okay. Nothing crossed the road last night. No eyeballs. Always something did. Something went across. Oh, it's Matrix rain. That's where you see all the nanoparticles in the rain going by, or somebody needs to wipe the fuck out of that lens and the picture didn't quite catch you right. Oh, that's that Forrest Gump rain. That's what it looks like when the vag opens up and your first light you see when you're born. There's the bridge you couldn't see all night that was there. Thank God it's there. What is it, got holes in it? What's going on with this bridge? Oh, light games. That don't look like a very good spot. They got a rickety bridge, man. They just throwed it back together. They'll be all right. The drop bear done been scratching it. Look at this tree. Something did that. Or did the floods go that high? Has it just been that much damage done to these beautiful eucalyptus forests? Oh my God! Look at the totals coming here. Told you so. I hope you guys got right with yourselves and everything you need. Man, there ain't duckies in the pan. No. Get that strainer out of there. I don't even know ducks visiting here or nothing. What's wrong, man? Where did they go? Port Mac. Nothing really to see. That's beautiful. You got a nice clear camera. Nicer than to wipe it. It's nice when they wipe it, huh? It's more pleasant. What? The fuck was that? Oh, they must have changed the camera angle because suddenly I see the hillside and a reflection from a glass. Ooh, the memories of me. If you go hanging out there, something might bite you in your willy when you're peeing, so be careful. You take a stick and rustle the bushes and make an odd noise so all the locals laugh at you. Hey, that must be the house up there. This is the house that Jack Goff built. Do-do-do. Yes, we call it the wet walk. When you be working down here during the storm, you will get wet and bettered. And there's the chair where somebody sits. We call that a lighting your bowl difficulty chair. Yeah, difficult cone lighter chair. And we'll zip down the coast a little bit. See what we can find. What would it look like yesterday? Somebody need to wipe that freaking lens. Like, I bet they're very proud of that. Hey, somebody put a sign on it. Go on up there and put one of our banners on it. Cover up that devilish 6. Come on, man. We got to start tagging some things. If I'm going to look at these, that would be great. Help me align here. Somebody tag that post. Hey, Robbo. I only want to hear from you. Is challenge accepted? Well, I know you. It's already has. Let's start tagging some things. We'll put our banners on them. Alright, we finally got an airport. Oh, we got Maryborough. But I'm north of Gasford. Over southwest Warner Vale, skycam.net.au, southwest, and look at the ass of my plane here, ladies and gentlemen. So proud of. What the fuck is that? That looks like it's fun. If you had wings. If you had wings, what would you do? You'd fly, wouldn't you? See your wings, man. See your wings. So that's a lot of definition. It's hard to make out in this grainy ass picture. A little bit of wind going on. It's lifting the socket. I can't remember the exact grade, but I'll have to pull it out. There's actually a thing that tells you how far the dick is erected to how far the wind is. So you'll know what the exact wind is just by looking at where that is on the clock. Now let's pull that up. How to read a windsock. You see, man? They got these things like when you're flaccid. Boing! That's where you really wedged it. Now they actually have a graph. The diameter and the length matters, ladies. Great. And is it actual how the sock is made? The diameter by the length? That'll, because you can make a 4-inch sock that is that long. And it'll yield the following result each time. So when the dingus, so it'll fold at a certain point, 3 knots. As you're wilted as fuck, man. The circumciso is wilty. As 6 knots. So, you know, the Don knots. And the 9 knotter. Right? To read the sock by the bend. And so the people flying in can know. Where's the wind? Which way is it point? As a wind sock. In case you always wondered about that. Yes. 6 meters a second. And that right there. It's the full crane, ladies and gentlemen. You got 15 knots going. Anything coming for Tamworth, I imagine. Yeah, it is. Yep. Yep. We'll put Tamworth in here in a minute. Oh, Tamworth has had my official "you're fucked" warning for a while because all this water's coming your way. All it is. Oh, that's coming to you. Yeah, they want a new interchange here, obviously. Look at all the roads. Yeah, one great big old waste of concrete. What the fuck is that clover leafy looking thing? While all this water in the mountains where it usually goes. I have a feeling some of that's coming your way. All of this around you is coming your way, Tamworth. And some of these other towns, especially like Bendemeer. You're going to bend them here and bend them there. Bend them everywhere. Bend them here, bend them there. They don't care. Yeah, they do. Don't tell me nobody cares ever on one of my posts, because then you're calling me a nobody. And I'll fire your ass. Why? Because you're numbnutting me. And the kookaburra drowns on the old gum tree. Oh man, all that up there is running off. That's all going to be runoff up here. It's going somewhere, wherever it's wanted. Some goes this way, some goes that way. Woo, boy. It's not good. Some of the totals up the coast. So I hope that answers your question there, Lisa Ford. Look at this tundrals here. Some of this is higher than others in the runoff areas. What are they doing? They're swallowing the streams, man. What happens to the dreams? They change. Heavy tundrals out the coast on the 10s. I'm telling you, they're bringing a storm in. The truck. On the 5s. You're getting so moist. Yeah. It'd be harder than the fucking windsock. When it's up on that full 15, would it then be the kirksack? I'm sorry, man. I'm in the mood. I told you. It's hard to describe disaster. Hey, Taroom. Boy, are you fucked on the tons. Yes, she says, bam, ba ba bam. All the streams around you killed the dreams inside the town. Kaboom, boom for Taroom, boom. Did that help you out there, I hope? It's so hot in Harvey Bay. Yeah, I know. I've been to the beach, man. It was hot by the coffee stand. Yeah, I was just looking at my girl. Ooh. Yeah, it is right. Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. So Harvey Bay is hot, says Nadine. I think I already showed you. I think there's a major fuckery plan for you guys. Yeah, you got to go with all the plans, man. The tendril offshore, they're never telling you all the truth at once. They've been drip feeding Northern Rivers now for 8 days. Ever since I said you're fucked. And I didn't want to, but I got friends that live there. And they trickle out the truth. Nah, you will give with the weather plan for you. Oh boy. Yeah, how you doing this morning, Lizma? You had a good look after your coast deer. They have Balalingus showing. There's not much to see there. Nice curler after shore there. They're a little small. Oh yeah, we get a good read here. We'll have a good look. Right, got a low deck in the front. That's well behind it. Right, this isn't all one cloud flat on a screen in front of you like a movie. Beautiful mountains here. Square edges up high. See the plumes going up. So they're going straight up. I don't really see any obvious. Yeah, that is 1, 2, 3 making a square over there. And this was how many minutes ago? 13 minutes ago. I should be able to catch that. I'll have to refresh this. I should be able to catch that. Alright. Suck it to me. So, we're looking about here. We're looking for this. We're looking for the square. Right there. It might be hard to pick up because there's a lot of clouds over the top of it, but there's a bomb on the low deck and there's a bomb right there. So I'm looking for both of these. And they're looking towards these mountains. I'm going to use every clue I can to figure out where this is. It's looking west at Armdale Airport. Okay. Goes in. Armdale Airport's there. Looking north, looking west towards Cuyahoga. Okay, I know exactly where I'm looking now. Cuyahoga, and that'll be in that valley behind that mountain. And they're going to have a big problem over there. And that plane's got a grassy edge. Okay, so I know where to look now. All right. Give one more shot of cities. So we're at Lismore, right? We're looking towards Cuyahoga. Cuyahoga, the Casino Way over there, work. So we're looking in this direction here. There's your bomb right there. There it is. Didn't take me fucking long. Once I know which way to look, gotta sleuth that shit, man. Gotta sleuth it. Gotta Albert it. Alright, let's get it right on stage. Come on, move up. Somebody's in front of the tully here. You have to excuse me. See this line of bombs right here? See the blown out square there? See the blown out square here and the bombs over here? That's what you're looking at. They're over in this direction here looking. A huge line right here. That's back 10 minutes. Back 10 minutes. There you go. That's it. That's what they're documenting right here. That's that on the low deck. That blew out the clouds. This is how I correlate chem bombs. Look at what's up really high above it. This is all that crap going in the distance that you see in these pictures here. Marching toward there. I'll know exactly where I am. There's timestamp right here. Monka. Upper corner. There's your bomb. There's your darkness. We got some World War planes here. It's interesting. Oh, it's a double prop. Oh, is it cold? That's Mount Warning. In case anybody doesn't know. Hard to really pick up anything in that. It's very not it. What else dead is it? What's your temperatures this morning? You're cool, eh? Here's a quick look at your current conditions. I have a sip of a drink. If you find my work of value and like to support it, you may do so at paypal.me/Robert Deutsch. Oh, I need more water. Hey, New Zealand, looks like you got a bit of action coming here today for the end of the month of January. As February rolls in and the Groundhog Day approaches, where the year it never ends and seems to repeat, reset each day. You got some totals coming. It's coming. I told you it wasn't over. With high confidence. I told you that days ago. As the Lando Kane proceeds across the Northern Territory, bringing loving, joying water to Tennant's Creek, which is not so grateful to see it. Well, maybe a few people are. At Wave Hill, Elliott, all through here in this stretch, man, you're going to cop it. That is a line sustained amount of rain. I'm going to stop that a minute. So we can get some 2-day totals. Usually come up on GFS. And your 21st ain't too bad. The icon on the toes should be getting pretty high. I start to get into some devastating straight line full deployment totals between two creeks. What the fuck? I just dropped that bucket there. It's almost like you're having fire practice. They're just dropping it. But you know, it's none of anybody's business, but it's everybody's business if they're practicing putting out no fires and dumping the same amount of water everywhere, and they're using chem bombs to make it happen. Happen. And you look on the tents and you go, holy fucking mother of pearl, what have they done to this area here? Oh my god, more stormings. Look what's coming. Look what's coming. Look what's behind that in the tents. So I said, you got 15 days of oh my god, because this will be right behind that. Here's a meter over there and half a meter over there. Storm man. That's what looks like they're tendriling it in through here. So the wicked glitch will be on. That thing's been frying all day today, by the way. That thing has put out so many beams today. It's surprised the whole island tip ain't glowing. Hot. Visible. From everywhere. I mean, really, that thing has been on for hours. Just full on. No, I don't feel like showing anything right now. Hope we get another image. Hey, we get something to see here. Do we got anything to see? Yeah, wipe that fucking screen. Hey, that's pretty cool. A double thing like that, huh? I like that scoop, man. I'd like to have that engine under the hood of a Chevy. Oh, yeah. And you're capping some hellacious rains. They're just coming through in sheets. Look how it's like sideways like that. That's going to be a bit torrentially going on there. You're not having a bad you're having stormy morning here. Look. It's just stormy morning coming in sheets. Sheets of rain. Oh, they said, let me see here. Turn it off for the night. Hey, wherever that camera is, let me go in there and wipe it off. And we're trying to look at the chem bombs here. Well, we're trying not to see them, but unfortunately they're showing up. You can play jokes, man. Put something on there at night that gives us a logo. When he tagged that camera, it looks like it's on a house. Hey, you know, we are activists, right? Not to sit on our activists. Am I got this right? Oh, here's a big long view. Just a great big old line. How we're in Wodonga. Hey, suck my Wodonga. And over in Albury Wall Cam. A wall cam. Versus a weird wall cam if the wall looked weird. And again, would you wipe this shit off or update the cameras? You know, we got HD now. Right? This is crap. Let me go up there and loan them a Logitech. They'll do a better job. Or an old phone. Really, man, this is pitiful. Pure old morons. Hardly see any definition of this chem bomb here with the percussion ring around in the center nuclei. See it? See it? It's aliens, man. No, it ain't. That's a chem bomb. Chembalian. Yeah, look at this chem formation here. Eyeglasses in the sky. As the people sleep in the valley, and they gassed them all day yesterday. Breathe. They just want some clean air, man. That's not cool. I'm just having a quick look at yesterday. You get one shot of the sky, you get a chem bomb and a chemtrail up there. Wham. Boom. See it? Do you guys ever look at your cameras? So as we continue now, rolling. I'm going to do that some more. I'm telling you, my voice is wearing out. So we're going to keep rolling this along. There's some hellacious storms coming through the north. You got a spinner. It's nudging Tazzy. It's nudging you just a little bit. Nudge. But the EMF is holding it off until it's ready. So that's just a cold air pump. And when they release that through, it's going to fuck the bottom corner. I'm already seeing the totals will be rather swift and heavy. So you expect wind and lightning that day. But you know, that's Thursday the 2nd, which will be my birthday, the real birthday of mine. And then I will accept gracious coffees. I'm trying to sell my tickets. If you know anybody who's interested in going to see Spit and Image, have February 2nd in the front row in Birmingham, let me know. I want to sell my tickets. I tried listing them and got flagged. I'm trying everything, you know. I want to keep that meter, but if as it is right now, just not enough help is coming. I'm going to have to let it go. I'm going to take care of myself. I'd love to give you guys data and all, but, you know, I'd rather not charge for videos as I'm being encouraged. Everybody says I should charge a $5 subscription for a year for everybody to get my videos, and I say no. How about I just do them for free and starve to death? Because I have principles, and I'm not going to make a headline just so you click it so I can get paid like too many other people do. I'd rather keep my integrity. Oh, it's going to be roaring through Cook Strait on the 4th. There's your day. And you're getting a stretcher coming out there that could impact South Island and New Zealand, and it's going to help pull a tendril down from the tropics. Watch. That's how the pressures are moving. Because the pressures these days are just fuck you. You ain't getting nothing. Right? You get the bubble here, bubble there, and it's high. The high has pinched it. And what's next to it? It's another high. This ridge, when it comes over, is going to trap it again in the north. And you're going to have a whole nother 14-day cycle of absolute fuckery. And all the water's coming your way. All the water's hemmed this way. They've cut the river. They hemmed it off here. And I'm watching a second batch being accumulated to come over here. Some of it's coming on the back door. Watch how they do it. Some they'll send here. Some is a truck from here to here, hold it, down here it goes, and send it under the Horn of Africa, and fuck you down here with it. And how long ago do you think this air here, on this day here, how long ago was it over here? Do you remember? You hear what I do? I'm looking at you. You remember when I said it? When you have got to watch all these pressures. They're going to tell you what's going to happen. That's a triple slide. I'll look at that straight away. I got triple slide pulling left. Yeah, your low dog's going to be over here because everything's leaning. All right? This is nothing. That thing could fart itself out as soon as it gets over Lord Howe Island. They heat that son of a bitch and it's part of this storm. All this is a folder. It just keeps this folding and nudging. Boom, boom, boom. Impacting so it keeps going around. You just add your bombs. We got any more morning pictures from Clefs yet? Because I'm very concerned for them. Oh, yeah, one more frame for them could help me understand. Right, there's a big downpour again over Titty Mountain. Or is that the same? Yeah, it's the same. Why do I get breasts in my mind? So we have no new imagery from there yet. Maybe we will if I do that. Oh, you gotta know me. I got little tricks. We got any new imagery here, Townsville? Yeah, I do. Got a hooker. Bomb right there, bomb right there. Put something in the high deck. String of pearls up there. I see it 1, 2, 3, 4 in a V. So is it on this feed? I doubt it because this feed has a 10-minute gap. Heavy lightning's going. That's going to be a hell of a lightning show. That you're getting out to sea. Is it loud? Is it rumbly? Do you hear anything? I need to know these things. So as we go through the next few days, you guys got a problem. So I think I took you about 3 days down the road. I'd like to give New Zealand a little look here now. So I'm going to take you through yours. Now you got a lot of problems coming. Wind's going to be a problem. Flash flooding's going to be a problem. Slips because of the draining water now having more added to it. And the winds of this is going to cause a lot of problems with slips today. So watch yourself on those very steep, beautiful mountain roads. I know that run from the Punch Bowl of Auckland to Peaha Beach is very spectacular to look at. I imagine it could be quite dangerous. So use great care out of there because a flash flood could come down one of them hills at any time when geoengineers clearly say they want to do something. So I got a camera of yours that can probably have a few peaks about. They're not really showing the sky on this one. And there's not much to see. It's a total whiteout. Right? I get a little bit of definition here being unlit by the city, but most of that's glare from these street lamps. So not much to see. It looks like sheets of cloud going by very low. Judging by the ground down there, it's not been raining heavy, but you've had a little bit. There's nobody's wipers around. Here you gotta look at all my clues. Come on, show me if. Let's have a look at White Island. Wakatane. See, it should actually had some sunrise pictures in there from now, but they haven't updated their image. Somewhere around here probably tells you you're fucked if you go out there right now, you're an idiot. That's the idiot cave. Yeah, I want sunrise. Look at that mud, eh? And no animals came down there. That's sad. Excuse me. Trying to get a dang sky picture just ain't happening. Well, they don't want you to see the sky, do they? Come on, man. And a walking man walk. All right, nothing to see there. So I'm going to go right back with your forecast stations. As we head into the 1st of February, these are my time. So this is probably about 3 or 4 in the afternoon, your time on the 1st. The heavy inundations of storms are solid and going on still. You're probably well used to it by now. So you'll be play the game of cards or make a craft. Tell the stories of your ancestors and turn off all the lights and imagine what it was like to ride through a storm that wasn't geoengineered. Where you would look at the sky and understand what was going to come. You would listen to the sounds of the animals and understand what was going to happen because they understood. Well, nobody understands anymore because geoengineering doesn't tell us the plan. It's not teaching us the methods. And through the years, I've had to watch the skies and watch what happens when certain things are deployed to do my determinants. You got a rough time coming, New Zealand. Actually, some of your accumulations are horrible, absolutely horrible. As that region I was just showing you that camera from down here, it gets this floodings going on. It would be more of this camera here. And you look down at this beach, it's going to look a little bit different in a few days. As these totals again inundate this area. And Auckland, you are not out of the woods on the 10s. You're just not. You're in the sights, actually. You ain't believing these totals when they're packing that offshore. Just not. See that tendril? It's aimed right at Auckland. So again, I'm going to keep your flood risk very high over the next 10 days as this tendril completes its journey to New Zealand. And you guys get the tropics. This is coming your way, Australia. And some of this as well. Mimic is showing an incredibly large amount of moisture in the river. I'll show you that here. Show you on the global. Watch your eyes. Man, I just do it like that. See, almost all the water in the world is here. Don't mind them lines. It's just them editing out a beam they did. See, as I go backwards, you'll see they'd stop editing it. But it shows you pretty much where all the beam is, all the water is. And most of all of it's aimed at Australia. I'd say nearly a third of the water in the entire world is right here in this one gap. You have about an eighth of the water right here. A lot of beams moving along. This tendril's thin. Hawaii has done an aim and move. They've sent this tendril north, and this is free to dive now. It angled up and then vectored toward Hawaii, and Hawaii sent it south. So that'll connect with this tendril, and the momentum of this already moving will pull, you'll gather that right in. Won't take long. You see the signature of a beam coming through here, and a pulse. You have a ship out here that they ain't hide very well from me. So you got a lot of water here, and this beam right here is punched, boom, straight down over this island, and it's caused a flow. And it's going to be impacting this area here, and this one will be right behind it. When I mean right behind it, probably about 4 days, 5 days. That's right enough. Maybe closer, actually. Xmas is going to own that show. What Xmas says this thing will do in the BMF beam corridor set up by like the National Loopy ones that we so often see through here. These beams will control where it comes in. Look at the flow here, pinning everything north. So all the action here hits that wall, has to bunch up against it and slide that way. And that makes it worse for you guys over here. This beam here, just coming out here, has made a corridor to shoot stuff over here, which is going to roughen things for that gimpy corridor. Bzz. You got a lot of fry-ins going on in this picture. I could just read this like a book. I've seen it so many times, and I'm not going to do super zoom-ins on that tonight. What are you? Before Viagra? After Viagra, he's still a limp dick, right? The hills are actually really fragile, actually, and is in dire straits. Exactly. As somebody's posted some links in here. Good morning, Kathy uh, Brazier. I mean, Brazil. I don't know. I'm just half seeing something. Hello, Indiana 10s. I'm sorry, my friend in Punjab. There ain't no relief in sight for your drought. As they drought out the fruit bowl in a lot of the growing areas of Punjab and that in India. And so I, with a heavy heart, I had to tell that news. There's two big tendrils here, man. Two great big tendrils. Stretch that one out. That you'll get that one first, and she's packing only about a half a meter. It's this one here is bothering me. It's loaded with water, and soon enough that can back into that and be worse. I can push this together and bunch all that up, and then all its moisture becomes in one. I'm not gonna go look at the roundabout. This shit's scary. So, with that said and with that done, if you're on this highway, be very, 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 very vigilant. Have the heavy showers and isolated ones even all weekend long and all through the days coming are going to be dangerous. Very dangerous. And just remember, I got your backs. All right, let's have a look at some of the nipple ripples here. My God, doesn't that look like a pressed tan? Hey, the beams are on, holding everything off in the corridor here. That's on, it's on, it's on. Cameras are off. Yeah, it's a dangerous cell. Right here in the back end. Not so much up here. Back here. Where it's tendriling. So watch where this is going. Y'all keep an eye out there. Baraba. It seems to be renucleating and pulsing every time it comes over the top of this area. So you guys are in for a rumbler of a day with some heavy totals of about 6 mil an hour. And if this storm stayed over you that whole hour, you kept a lot of rain. Half a centimeter, and it looks like you're going to get at least another half. Got some beam lines coming through this storm here. See the wedge? They're giving you a wedgie from Maury. Maury is beaming. I can see it right here. And it's causing a demise. As soon as it hits that beam line there, it nucleates. Condensates. They're having a conversation about condensation. A little more, you got a straggler down here. South of you. Swell in the streams, they're gonna swell in the streams, and then we hope the woods don't burn and water killing the dreams. Bound to be vigilant. Julie, you were right. Tell the people, Robert said Julie was right. There's two of you people that will tell you you were right to warn people. Because I am wearing the coat. I don't have the sheep clothing. I ain't a sheep. I am a free man. Free to decide, to speak the truth. That is very evident before our eyes. Do you see him beaming here yet? Or are you in Egypt? Stimpy Egypt. This is the Stimpy idiot. Didn't you see the beam? Bzz, bzz, bzz. Bam, bam. Again, you got a lot of isolated cells there, so you're gonna watch these all over the same spot for hours, and you're jumping some heavies. Heavy, heavy totals there. It's over 6 centimeters an hour. Oh, oh. Yeah, some very, very dangerous flash floodable cells out there today. And we'll be very vigilant. And they don't seem to be moving much. They just seem to be bombers. It's just where the chem bomb says they just keep putting the catalyst. They're not even hardly wandering, which is good. But if one of these bombs goes over the top of any of these towns, it's going to do that. Because it's volatile. And they're bombing you. And with that said, be free, be you, be one, just be careful. Be safe. I got your back. Peace.